Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo, bringing you your weekly renewal. What I'm about to share is my personal story, my own journey in healing. I nor this program or the therapies that I share are intended to diagnose or treat any ailments, so please check with your professional practitioners in their respective fields. And also know that this program over the years has proven to be incredibly helpful for myself and others who have participated. 23 years ago, I was diagnosed with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And not much later, polycystic ovaries and a lump was found on my breast. I was living in LA at the time, and I was told by the gastroenterologist that I needed to be on steroids indefinitely. After I was given what felt like the strongest, most potent shot of antibiotics on my bum. I was told that my diet was irrelevant and I didn't need to alter it. I found that to be confusing, and I was also not too keen on lifetime medication. So I decided to explore other methods of health and wellness. Alternative therapies were not new to me. I had regular therapeutic massage and chiropractic care as a professional dancer and fitness instructor. I also tried acupuncture a few times, but I started seeing acupuncturists more regularly who told me about a naturopath, who then told me about an energy worker, who shared books on self-healing, everything from Louise Hay to Bruce Lipton and everything in between. There are no coincidences in life. I believe in divine timing and accordance. All these different healing methods made their way into my life without me even seeking them out. There was also a new program in Santa Monica at the time that my sister and I joined together called the 21-Day Detox. It was created by Dr. DeAndrea and John Wood, an MD and an ND. The program was only the beginning of what came to be a deep dive into holistic healing. My sister and I visited OHI, Optimum Health Institute, frequently as well, down in San Diego, and we even went down to the border of Mexico to the William Hitt Center, which is a health and wellness center that offers methods and therapies that were not yet approved in the US. So we tried ozone therapy for the very first time there, as well as other therapies that are still considered on the fringes. Around the same time, it was discovered that I had high levels of heavy metals in my body. Everything from arsenic, mercury, lead, cadmium, barium, just to name a few. The doctor was shocked and asked if I worked in a factory, and also inquired where I grew up. He wanted to know where I was raised. And at the time, I didn't realize what Guam was exposed to. I did not know what was sprayed, buried, and dumped on our beautiful island. The Santa Monica doctor did say that he had another patient from Guam with the same high alarming levels. At any rate, I had my first experience with chelation IV drip. There are other ways to chelate heavy metals from the body, but this is obviously the most direct and immediate way since it's straight to the vein. Unfortunately, we still don't have chelation therapy here on island. It's not available, nor colonics, colon hydrotherapy, was something else that I received regularly. But we certainly have come a long way, and we have other amazing methods here on Guam from our Cirujanos. We have Amat, local Amat. But when I moved back in 2004, I was really excited to return home and open up Synergy. But I was a bit nervous that I had to leave this lifestyle of holistic health behind. Granted, at the time, Dr. Hernucci was already practicing, as well as Dr. Youngbird through SDA Wellness. We also had great chiropractors and acupuncturists. And at the time, like I said, we still didn't have colon hydrotherapists, but I also had my raw vegan diet that I stuck to, which was another challenge. We had Simply Foods and nuts and grades at the time, but that was the extent of our options. So if you're wondering how Payless Health Smart items came to be, it was the 21-Day Detox back in 2006 that brought them back. And it all grew from there. Moving home reminded me that if something is not available, you create it, you emulate it, you find a way to make it available. I'd be remiss not to mention our excellent medical doctors as well here on Guam, especially Dr. Wen. I love Dr. Wen, he's the best. But we have different methods, right? We all have different constitutions and different ways of self-care. Especially after these past few years, it's important that we turn to these professionals, but we too take accountability for our health. explore and see what helps and heals and what doesn't. Everyone's different. Though it's important we have these options here too. And this is what prompted me to introduce a 21-day detox back in 2006 to Guam. Dr. DeAndrea came back, as well as John Wood, a few times, but after several years, he handed on the program to me and allowed me, gave me permission to act as its facilitator along with my partner, Lily Regis, at the time. A lot has changed over the years, and my partners and I have added, amended, changed things accordingly. However, the crux remains the same. 3 weeks of complete and total cleansing, mentally, emotionally, and physically. We have our biannual detox coming up in March, and we're partnering with Habibi Catering for the first 2 weeks, and the last week with Ignite. And aside from the meal plans, so the first 2 weeks is plant-based, the second week's raw plant-based, and the third week is raw plant-based liquids, we also offer classes at Synergy Daily. Everything from yoga, cardio boxing, dance, Tahitian fit, bar, spinning, among others. The program also includes our services in crystal light healing bed, far infrared sauna, chakra balancing, Reiki, Diksha, and much more. The 3-week program discourse is March 4th, and the program runs from March 6th to the 26th. So if you're interested in signing up or have more questions, please call us at 472-YOGA, or you could email us at synergystudio671@gmail.com. The first 10 Select Care members who sign up can avail a free spot. If you feel it's time for a jump start, a complete mind and body reset, we'll see you there. Thank you. I'll see you next time on your Weekly Renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.